The UK government has just told Apple and Google they have 3 months to block nude images on children's phones. This needs to be built into the device itself and switched on by default. So it's not an app that you have to find or a setting that you have to do, but rather from the device level itself. Now, 91% of children's sexual abuse images removed online last year were described as self-generated, meaning children produce them. This is according to the Internet Watch Foundation. But I think this label is quite misleading. These are not children making reckless choices. In many cases, they were groomed, manipulated by adults they had never met in person, who built trust over time and made them feel loved or special, and then used that to pressure them into sending images. In other cases, the pressure can come from their friends, relationships that means it starts to feel real, or from a culture of friends that starts to normalize this behavior. And for a lot of these children, nobody had ever sat them down and properly explained what happens once an image is sent and why it matters. Now, this new measure from the government is progress, but it only covers phones, not laptops, webcams, and gaming consoles are not being included. So here's the thing, parents. Before handing your child a full smartphone, think about the alternatives. There are plenty of smartwatches, brick phones, purpose-built kids phones with no browser and no social media. Check the privacy setting and content setting on whatever you decide to buy for them. Most importantly, have the conversation early. What happens to a photo once it leaves your phone and why it matters, and make sure they know they can always come to you. On to the next news. There are some internal documents from lawsuits filed by over 1,400 US school districts that have shown what social media companies knew about children and choose to ignore. A TikTok employee warned that a new feature would make teachers actually hate the app, and the manager replied that if teens are going to do this anyway, we would rather them have it here on TikTok. Snapchat were sending notifications to teenagers mid-lessons, urging them to post from their classrooms. They had an internal name for it. They even built a product around it. Meta paid students as young as 14 to recruit their friends onto the platforms. One of the students, now an adult, says she still feels addicted to posting and believes it is unhealthy. She was 14 when it all started. This is not a US problem. In the UK, 40% of children under 13 already have a social media profile despite the minimum age being 13. Now, these platforms are not designed with children in mind. They are designed to keep people on them for as long as possible. So parents, delay social media whenever you can, but be involved in their online life. Ask them what they're watching, who they like to talk to. Keep it relaxed and not an interrogation. And remind them that it is not a willpower program, because these apps are engineered by teams of adults to be hard to put down. And finally, UK MP Jess Asoto is taking legal actions against X, the AI, the company behind the Grok chatbot, after it generated a sexual image of her without her consent. Now, this is not a one-off. Earlier this year, Grok was estimated to have produced 3 million sexualized AI images in just 11 days. It is now illegal in the UK to create or share intimate images without permission. This includes AI-generated ones, but the law does not stop the images being made. Talk to your child about this directly. Once a photo leaves your phone, you have no control over where it goes, and now AI can be used to change or create images of real people without their knowledge. Your child needs to know what deepfake is. They need to know it's illegal, and they need to know they can come to you if it ever happens to them or someone they know. That's it, your rundown for this week. Keep the conversations going at home, and most important, protection your child has will never come from a software update. It will come from the support and the advice and the conversations that you have with them at home.